Welcome to another Take 5. So I'm taking a little walk today, getting my steps in, and I've been thinking about Jesus in the final week of his life and the steps he must have taken that week, the places he went, the people he talked to, what he did with that final week of his life. I mean, let's face it, if we were told we had 1 week to live, how would that change our daily life? I imagine work would be out of the question. TV, it wouldn't matter anymore. We wouldn't care who was president of the United States, and Facebook, pff. Instead, I know that we would focus on spending moments with family and friends, enjoying their presence, experiencing the blessing that they are to us. And as we look at that final week in Jesus' life, we see him doing the very same thing. Spending time with his disciples, teaching, loving, communicating a message of hope and grace. And as the day draws closer to his death, the moments become even more powerful. Monday and Tuesday, cursing a fig tree, teaching his disciples, reminding them of what is about to happen. And when we get to Thursday night especially, Jesus having that Passover meal with his disciples. And again, not only spending those moments with them, but communicating love to them, wrapping a towel around his waist in that upper room, taking a basin of water and washing his disciples' feet to communicate to them that he loves them. Enjoying that last meal with them. I'm sure reflecting back on the years that he's had with them and how far they've come together. Where he is going, what's going to happen to him, and even more so, what's going to happen to his disciples, to his friends. Sharing that Passover meal with them. And then Jesus leaving with them, leaving the upper room, going out together, and then Jesus going off by himself to spend some moments in prayer with his heavenly Father. And so as we think about the steps that Jesus took in his final week of life, it ought to make us think about the steps that we're taking every day, about what is important to us, about how we are spending our daily lives, not knowing if this is the last week of life that you and I are going to be blessed with. And so perhaps our days should be a lot less about work, about TV and entertainment, about recreation, about politics, about arguing with people on social media, and perhaps it should be more about spending moments with those that we love, communicating love to one another, spending more moments in worship and in his word, being a servant to others. Perhaps for you and I, spending time in prayer and communication with the Father should be the number one priority, so that our steps begin to match the steps of Jesus, that our priorities match the priorities that Jesus had in his final week of life. Our life should be a sacrifice to Christ. That's why he said, whoever wants to be my disciple must deny himself, take up his cross, and follow me. And so we have this opportunity in our daily lives to have our steps match the steps of Jesus, to give our lives as a sacrifice, a living sacrifice to Christ. So keep on walking with God. Keep on getting your steps in. And may your steps be like the steps of Jesus.